Here we are on ESV Cloud Kingdom, and up at the top of the map in the green from the team Empire, having a rough time today with technology all around. It is Empire ToC, and down in the lower left part of the map it is our red Terran player from the team Dignitas. It is SeleCT.
Yeah, so sad. It seems like his internet is giving him troubles today. And
wow.
SeleCT, ever gracious, says that he apologizes.
Maybe
but
if ToC asks nicely, SeleCT can get on Skype with him and sing him a song with his angelic voice that he has.
It is an angelic voice, though. Him and Cats, I
know.
have to say, ridiculous singing voices.
They're good singers. Yeah.
Yes.
If you come to IPL 4, you may just be lucky enough to hear them sing.
I'm
not making any promises. I'm not making any promises, but
well,
it might happen.
We're not making any promises, but it's going to happen. I'll make sure it does.
We'll see. We need to sing. We need to get them to sing for the live view.
Ah, yes.
Oh,
we should prepare. We should prepare some music. You and I.
We should.
Yes. I'll back you up on piano because there's no way I'm going to sing. So
I will play maracas.
I'm good with that. So.
All right.
Only song I've been learning is Pirates of the Caribbean,
this.
though. Ooh, Proxy Barracks coming down for SeleCT. Of course, it's just going to be one for now, and we'll see what he goes into after that. If he's going to want to add gas to this, or.
It's like a super Macarax. It's a proxied in your opponent's mineral line at the natural. So, yeah, this isn't exactly hidden terribly well, but it's the type of thing that, you know, this might be actually a Marauder rush from SeleCT. Very interesting here. This could be that Marauder bunker pressure that we've seen players like Slayers Ryung, for instance, do. No, not Ryung. Ganzi did this.
Yes. Back
against Teja a couple seasons ago in the GSL, and it was actually pretty popular for a little while. There were a lot of players doing this in TVT. If it is what I think it is, which is if it's a Marauder rush, that means he's going to get some Marauders up in his opponent's base. Obviously, how much more obvious could you be, really?
Right.
But the idea is to get a bunker down, use that range. There's a tech lab right away. And the thing is that the SCV kind of does scout at about the normal time, too. So it doesn't really tip your opponent off terribly much that there's something going on. Look at this, though. ToC walling off. This will make it maybe a little bit more difficult, but as long as SeleCT keeps that SCV alive on the high ground, that will help his Marauders hit those supply depots. But I don't know how well this is going to work. We'll see.
And ToC finds the SCV, so he runs back, starts dealing damage to it. Indeed, we do have Marauders with Concussive Shell coming out right now for SeleCT. First Marauder is almost there, and let's see. Oh, ToC picks up on it, though. He has not seen the tech lab, however.
Yeah, I don't know if he notices really right now. Now he does. The Marauders out. That command center is probably going to need to be canceled. The Marine coming down, responding right away with all the SCVs he can, and there are 2 Marines with this as well.
And I've got to say, SeleCT is certainly doing what it takes to win here, and he's doing a build that really relies on his opponent having perfect control. And, that could be a little bit difficult for ToC, as we've already seen his situation. And looks like the second Marauder is already popped out, starting to deal with these SCVs once again.
Yep, and the Marines are going to go down pretty quickly here to this Marauder as well. Ooh, not targeting that SCV building the command center.
Yeah.
That might not be a bad idea, since delaying that would certainly help quite a bit.
Yeah, he's gotten quite a few units very low here, and just a couple of hits will finish them off, and it looks like that's just what's going to happen. So a couple of Marauders have fallen, but ToC is so far behind on this expansion now. SeleCT actually just continuing with this. He has built up a ton of resources. I would expect an expansion out of him here in a bit.
Yeah, I mean, SeleCT not really doing anything besides just microing this Marauder too. I almost feel if he's doing this as sort of, I'm not going to make any assumptions, I guess, but it doesn't seem like he's quite playing this game as seriously as he could otherwise. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens here. His expansion, of course, is a little bit late because of all that micro. He's still continuing to produce Marauders, but now that he has a bunker up, now that ToC has that bunker, he should remain a little bit safer here. He might be able to dive in and kill that SCV building the command center again. That could still work.
Yeah, and it looks like, oh my god, he does delay the command center once again.
What?
It's not finished.
How many seconds is that from completing?
It's at 100 over 100. It was less than a second away.
Wow.
Oh, man. And look at this. He's just going to be able to cut off reinforcements.
ToC
is not happy at all.
I guess not. I would be happy either. Oh, poor ToC.
I feel so bad for him.
I feel bad as well. But SeleCT, these Marauders, never left hanging.
No.
I selected all. Another one coming out. Select just continuing to make Marauders of this. He's getting stim as well. Is he getting stim out of the barracks that's proxied outside of his opponent's base?
Yeah, it looks like he is.
Yes, of course he is. Why not? Okay,
oh my god.
This command center continuing to take some damage here. Select only about 4 supply up right now. So, I mean, Kos hasn't really taken a lot of economic damage.
No,
he's just had to deal with a lot of annoyance, you know?
Yes. Oh, and look at this, Kos not sending units back to the refinery. Just all sorts of frazzled.
Yeah, and that supply depot is going to go down. I don't think he's going to be able to repair it. Nope.
And now he's supply blocked.
Yep, supply blocked indeed. So things kind of getting worse and worse for Empire Kos. Unfortunately, this is one of the most bizarre TVT series I've ever seen, I think.
Yeah.
And that is, I think, you know, Kos, the supply doesn't really show it, but he's really, really hurting right now.
Yeah, he is. He's about to lose a lot of these SCVs in a second as another Marauder's going to make its way out. And, Marauder actually running its way to the back of the mineral line. And Stim is actually almost finished. That is going to be devastating for Kos to have to deal with. And the SCV now trying to take out the barracks.
Yep, and that last Marauder comes out here. Stim should finish, and I think that's going to be about it. No, Select continuing to make Marauders, it looks like here.
Oh, gets his Marauder surrounded, and actually lifts up as soon as the Stim finishes.
Yep, does finish. He's going to go do some scouting, it looks like, with that now.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, back at Select's base, let's take a look at it. We haven't looked at that in a long time. He's got 3 barracks up. He's making that factory. Going to be going into medevacs fairly soon, getting that engineering bay as well, so we will be able to follow this up with some pretty strong bio play. And let's take a look at the worker gun. Oh, we already are. Never mind.
Oh, yeah, sorry. There you
go. Only a little bit behind. Only 3 SCVs behind is Empire Kos right now. So it's not the end of the world yet for him either.
No, it is not. But still, what a ridiculous thing to have to deal with at the beginning of the game now. And taking a look back at Select's side of things, he's making his Marines 5 at a time. He's about to be supply blocked, actually, though. He's going to need to get a supply depot down here pretty quickly, but building a 3rd command center already, moving up to a starport, got combat shields coming up as well, so he's going to be pretty well prepared. Be awesome to see Kos just move down here and slap down a structure and take his opponent's tech lab.
Could just take it. Yeah, he's actually going to kill it instead. All right.
He's just frustrated. Wants that gone.
Yep.
And
quicker than repainting it. A little bit less expensive, too.
I think it is. Well, let's see here, though. Is Select putting up another refinery? So, of course, he is going to have enough to support upgrades and continued medevac production and possibly tanks here in just a second.
So, Select just kind of continuing to do the macro thing in here at this point, going for a very fast 3rd base as well. This is kind of the same thing we saw him do early last game as well, or I should say game 1, sorry, early in this series is what I meant. What's the Marine count right now? Because that's a pretty decent army for Kos. He does have a slight lead in the Marine count, it looks like.
Right.
And does Select have any bunkers at home, though? He does not.
No.
But he does have some Marines of his own. He also has Stim, and combat shields is about to finish for Select as well.
And it looks like it is not done for Kos. Just actually started now, so combat shields coming up. Taking a look at his side of things, his starport is a little bit delayed compared to his opponent, as Select is actually, he has added on 2 medevacs already, so they're flying out across the map, and looks like he wants to engage here pretty soon. Oh, he's got to watch out. If he actually gets this killed, this will be devastating for him. Select losing a lot of Marines there. Kos may just have had exactly what he needs to find his way back into this game.
Well, there are medevacs there, so we'll see how well this works. Combat shields is done for Select as well. Yeah, medevacs plus combat shields makes that an easy victory for our Red Terran player. Now he's going to be able to chase Kos back a bit.
And a bad place to engage as well. Kos was only firing with a couple of his Marines at a time, whereas Select had a really nice concave at the bottom of the ramp, was firing with everything. Had those engaged in a straight line. Kos may have had enough to draw even, but unfortunately, with that superior concave and not all of his units attacking, he got slaughtered.
Yeah, now Select really isn't in a position to attack his opponent yet. Looks like he might be thinking about dropping, but I think Kos rather is thinking the same thing here, that he might have to fend off this drop now as we see Select take that 3rd. So he's going to be in position. If Select goes for the drop and loses some medevacs full of units, that'll be a nice little edge that Kos will be able to kind of utilize.
And we'll see if he can pick off this, because if he does, great spot for him. Missile turret is well away from finishing, though, so it's not going to be a threat, and Select will be able to drop in behind this. Oh, and at the same time, Kos loaded up all of his Marines and went around to the side. SCV's already being pulled off, and Select, actually has to watch out, may lose the medevac, and he does.
He does, but down at the natural base of Kos, Select doing plenty of damage to make up for it here. In fact, he might even get this command center. It's being lifted, but Koss doesn't really have a whole lot to defend with there.
No, he's going to have to repair that up very quickly, down to just 512 hit points, and the medevac moves away. But here comes that big drop from Koss.
Yep.
Oh, no, Koss!
No.
Oh, loses one medevac, the second one down to just 6 hit points. He says, no way. Oh,
that's going to be it. GG
yeah,
for
there
Koss.
it is.